It's live coverage of the NBA on Monday night. Thank you for joining us here on 2K Sports. With Greg Anthony and Stan Van Gundy, this is Kevin Harlan, and we're joined by our reporter, David Aldridge, on the sidelines. A moment now to look at the year-to-year scoring output and how it has been trending for Klay Thompson.
And maybe it's shocking, maybe not too shocking, but the scoring trend over the last few years has been going down a bit. I'm sure it's something he's well aware of, and we'll see if that continues to be the case.
So let's take a look at the Charlotte starting lineup. The guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Miles Bridges is out there with Green, and it's Williams at the 5 roaming the paint. And for the Warriors, they've got Harrison Barnes, Lonzo Ball out there with Ellis. Then there's Chamberlain, and it's George in at the small forward. And on paper, Greg, this might seem like a potential blowout, but anything can happen in this NBA.
Kevin, we see upsets happen all the time. It's what makes the sport great. You can't take any team or game for granted.
Ball, no good. And here's Bridges. He'll bring it up for Charlotte to the right side. Three-pointer. Here's Williams. It's good. He makes his first shot of the game.
Relentless effort creates the second chance opportunity.
And here is Ball. Takes the 3. Ellis can't get it to go. And here we go with Miller running up the court. And it's a great finish!
Oh, my.
Oh, just an impressive dunker of the basketball. I love how Bridges just takes the initiative and gets funky with his throwdowns.
On our AT&T 5G Slam Cam, you just saw an explosive highlight. Now here's Ellis. His last outing with 20 points. And it's Ball in the corner. Six on the shot clock. From the high post. Here's Chamberlain, and Chamberlain with the stuff.
And I'll tell you, the combination of agility, wingspan, and stamina, very difficult to keep Wilt from scoring off those misses.
Ball, the pass to Miller. Stolen by Ball. And now Ball pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
And really an outstanding combination of length and athleticism. Ball is the perfect guy to take it coast to coast.
Now here's Ball. Turned in an outstanding game against Atlanta. Pass to Miller. From downtown, gets the three-pointer to fall.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
Barnes left side. George against Green. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
Solid play there from PG, absorbing the contact, but staying with that shot for the and one.
You know, Greg, one thing you notice, we were just talking about this with the Hornets in recent years, a lot of changing lineups.
And you expect that with the team, with where they're at. They're looking for any advantage game to game and trying to build that identity as a franchise.
Not really what we expected. You know he wants that one back.
Left side, Ball, pass to Chamberlain. Over Williams. A shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Well, that one should be in his wheelhouse, but just off the mark.
Here's Ball. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Ball, the pass to Barnes. And that won't go, missing the go-ahead bucket. Charlotte's gone 1 of 2 from long range in the first quarter. Green, bounce pass. It's good. Bridges got his second basket of the game.
Not only a jump shooter, Bridges also dependable at knowing how to get it done inside.
Pass to George. Over Green. And George gets it to go. George has got 5 points so far.
And I like to see this. They're calling his number early, and he's delivering.
Yeah, well, his offensive contributions are going to be very important in this game. So it's good they've already got him in a rhythm.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's ready to talk things through with the team. Now we have a chance to pay homage to the Eastern Conference Player of the Week, LaMelo Ball.
Basketball is one of the few sports where good offense beats good defense, and nobody has had better offense than him lately. I don't think there's anybody in the league that could have slowed him down on offense. He was unstoppable, to say the least.
Now here is Miller, one of the dependable scorers on the team. He's averaging close to 17 points a game. And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Warriors. Last time they met was in Charlotte, where they beat the Hornets.
And it was pretty much a cakewalk for them the last time these two squared off and had a clear advantage on the backboard.
Yeah, but they can expect a whole lot more resistance this time around. No team likes to lose a rebounding battle.
Good anticipation from this crafty wingman. Bridges enjoys taking chances and going for the alley-oop.
Now here's Ellis. Still yet to score. And there's Paul George on the assist by Ellis.
And you can see he's got a little bounce in his step. 3 out of 4 to start.
And now the latest from our reporter, David Aldridge.
Well, I did get a chance to catch up with the Warriors head coach. In talking to Coach, he discussed the hidden talents of LaMelo Ball. Coach said he's still a young player in this league, but we can't take that lightly. We've seen what he's done to soft defenses. We need to be physical. So we'll see if that defense tightens up for them. Guys?
Thank you, David. Here's Ball. Following the basket made by Wilt Chamberlain. One thing about LaMelo Ball, he can really take over at times, Greg, when he's healthy and playing well.
And a lot of that is just his feel for the game. He processes quickly and then has the talent to execute. It's pretty hard to stop him when he's in the flow.
San Francisco making a switch here. Alvarado's checked in. Here at the end of the season in our sights now, Stan, how much of a toll does a regular season take on the coach?
Well, Kevin, the big thing is you just don't sleep a lot because you're running on adrenaline and your mind is always going, looking for more and more answers, so it can be exhausting mentally.
Now, here is Chamberlain. Williams with the block. Bridges outside. To the paint. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Ellis. Pass to Barnes. Bridges with the steal. Green taking his time here. Bridges with it. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
That is some tough defense there against one of the better finishers in our game.
Here's Alvarado. Basket is good. The assist from Barnes.
Well, those go down for him in his sleep.
And so it's Charles Lee calling timeout. Wants to talk some things over. Might be seeing some things to adjust. This pause in the action gives us a chance to see the teams that have scored the most points off turnovers this month.
They're taking advantage of every mistake that their opponents are making. I mean, they're really converting points off those turnovers.
And it's the Hornets with the ball. They trail by 3. They are coming off that win against Atlanta.
Well, on the road, you don't expect to look so comfortable on the offensive end, but that was the story of the game.
Well, it comes down to preparation. They were ready for that game and kept the crowd out of it for the most part.
They are just killing them on the interior.
And some stats here, guys. The scoring breakdown for San Francisco.
Well, they've set the tone early with their pace. So important to capitalize on transition opportunities, and it keeps the defense off balance.
And, guys, they've also done a great job generating offense from their defense, forcing turnovers and making the defense pay for those mistakes.
San Francisco leading by 6. Chamberlain down low. He's guarded by Williams. Second shot opportunity. Ellis can't get it to go.
Yeah, well, that's a shot the defense is probably going to let him keep taking.
Here's the break. All going up court. Williams with the block. And it's out of bounds. The Warriors able to retain possession here. Charlotte making a switch here. Okogie's checked in.
Number 12, Josh Okogie.
Here's George. Takes a big high bounce and goes in. George has got 12 points in the game.
And the jump shot has been a dimension of this game where they've had a clear advantage.
DiVincenzo passes to Okogie. And it's sent back by George. Barnes outside. Pulls up on the wing. And the Warriors tack on 2 more.
Building up a big early lead, they have taken charge of this game.
Yeah, but you can't let up at all. They've got a chance to put this game away early, and they should take it.
It's good from long range. 9 points in the game so far.
And he is really in a zone right now, playing and scoring with confidence.
George passes to Alvarado. Barnes screen on DiVincenzo. Back to George. Down to 5 on the shot clock. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got 4 rebounds in this game. Here's Okogie. He's defended by Alvarado. Pass to Miller. The 3. Chamberlain with the rebound. Warriors leading by 7. And it's Alvarado in the corner. San Francisco passing it around. Chamberlain down low. Working on Williams. Puts it up from 7. It's rebounded by Charlotte.
I think he got the shot he wanted inside, but somewhere on the play, he just lost focus.
Shot's good by Miller.
And he loves that area. Miller can cause a lot of headaches for a defense with his ability from the mid-range.
Right side, George. Spins. Converts after the nice spin. George has got 14 points.
Yeah, this quarter's all about him. He's just dominating at the offensive end.
Bridges kicks to Miller. Pass to DiVincenzo. And here is Bridges. Over Barnes. Another shot. And Williams lays it in. Williams has got his second basket.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Alvarado passes to Chamberlain. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got his 7th rebound of the game with that last one.
Well, clearly it hasn't been his best game offensively, but collectively, they've still found a way to get the lead.
Now, here is Miller. He's another guy who had a stellar performance in that win against Atlanta.
Doesn't register as a block, but he did everything you want defending that shot.
Well, you know, sometimes the most pivotal plays don't always go on the stat sheet. Well, he certainly had trouble finding the mark this quarter.
And let's see the stat sheet here on Miles Bridges. He's been more than solid over the last month. He's averaging 19 points per game, 5 rebounds, and 3 assists. And with his skill set on the offensive end, he is such a threat on the floor.
Yeah, he's the kind of guy that makes life easier for his teammates. He demands so much defensive attention.
Good for the basket. Starting off 1 for 1 with that shot.
Well, all of us coaches, we love when you can create looks in close.
Outside, George. Pass to Chamberlain. Ellis wide open. Tipped away. Out of bounds. Charlotte takes possession. LaMelo Ball. He's checked in for Miles Bridges. Hornets trail by 3. We've got 33 seconds left in the first quarter of the game. Here's Ball, and a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And Ball understands how to get these calls, especially against aggressive defense.
And this is his second trip to the line tonight.
2 shots.
That's good from Ball.
Taken 3rd overall in 2020, LaMelo Ball is a unique player. Like his brother Lonzo, very tall at the point at 6'6", and he'd much rather pass it than shoot it.
Ball hits them both.
We expect nothing less. He's generally been very good at the line.
Here's Alvarado. Adams sets the pick for Caldwell Pope. Pass to Adams. Fouled on the shot and picks up 2 points. So 1 free throw coming up.
And a little contact like that won't slow Adams down. This is a guy who loves the contact and able to finish easily on that one.
Shooting 1.
Free throw good, Adams. Now Ball. A 3. That shot misses. Got it up. Unable to get that one. Paul George, he's been the guy making things happen for San Francisco. He totaled 14 points in the quarter. He's given them all the offense they need right now. And don't go away. We'll be right back. And for those of you just tuning in, the second quarter of action is where we're at right now. And from what we've seen so far from the Warriors, how would you grade them?
Well, credit their anticipation skills on the defensive end. They forced a number of turnovers.
Yeah, turning defense into offense, getting out in the open floor. This is exactly what they wanted.
And so it's Ball with it. He brings it up for the Charlotte Hornets. 4-point game. They've got Steven Adams, Caldwell Pope out there with Thompson. And it's Mobo in at the 4 spot. Now, here's Ball. Back to Williams. Clock at 4. Charlotte moving it around. Lets the 3 fly. The rebound by Steven Adams.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, I get it, but you don't want him forcing things. It's better to get your shots within the flow of the offense.
And for Charlotte, Dante DiVincenzo. He's out there with Ball. Then it's Williams. And it's Okogie in at the small forward position.
Defensive breakdown there, and they got lucky. He's not going to miss too many of those.
Pass to Kolek. Back to Caldwell Pope. Here's Kolek. Thompson up top, 20 feet out. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Now here's Thompson. 18 feet away, and he knocks it down. And the Warriors lead by 6.
A true shooter, Thompson can adjust his touch perfectly for that mid-range.
DiVincenzo finds Ball. And he lays it straight in. Ball's got 6.
And he's really a smart offensive player. You have to respect Ball's strong sense for when to take that jumper.
Here's Kolek. Hasn't made one yet. Pass to Caldwell Pope. Stolen by Ball. DiVincenzo with it. Now guarded by Caldwell Pope. They get the rebound. Tries again. Okogie misses.
Well, the defense just gave him that shot, and he wasn't able to convert. Very disappointing.
And the latest now from our sideline reporter, David Aldridge. David, it's all yours. Take it away.
Kevin, the new leadership in Charlotte has made it clear that it's not going in for quick fixes. The goal is sustained success, building with youth and development. Call it roster flexibility or a blank slate. But with some promising young players and more help, there's nowhere to go but up. Kevin?
Help is huge. That's the hope. Hey, David, thank you. They swipe it. 3 minutes of action so far in the second quarter. Drills the three-pointer. And now just a 1-point San Francisco lead.
How can you forget about him? I mean, he's not going to miss that open of a look.
Caldwell Pope with the screen on DiVincenzo. Caldwell Pope dishes to Thompson. Greg, you look at the great coaches. What are one or two of the most important qualities for success that you see?
Well, for me, Kevin, I think you got to be able to adapt tactically. I mean, that's huge, and especially in the playoffs. But most important, can you motivate and unify a locker room? That leadership quality is what really puts a coach over the top.
Chamberlain's checked in for Steven Adams. Williams, he's checked in for the Hornets. Brandon Miller comes in for Josh Okogie.
Oh, just solid on the one-handed slam.
And guys, when it's a tight ball game like this, he's the guy they want with the ball. Now here's Caldwell Pope. Scoreless thus far. Here's Kolek. Banked in off the glass.
Nice handoff by Caldwell Pope. Making a well-timed pass.
The Hornets have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. DiVincenzo with the screen on Thompson. Miller, no up. For San Francisco, they've gone 50% from the floor in the second quarter, 3 of 6. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Here's Kolek. Hits the three-point bomb. Kolek has got 7 points.
And I like the fact that he really was unfazed by that scoreless first quarter, and now you can see him getting into a rhythm.
Pass to Williams. Now here's DiVincenzo. 5 points in the game.
Well, you like the competitive mindset there, trying to answer right back. It just didn't fall.
They set the pick. Inside and stolen by Miller. And a fast break now for the Hornets. That one's in there. The Warrior lead is cut to just 3 points on the basket from DiVincenzo.
And not just the score. Miller can dish it as well, showing great vision on that play.
Now here's Caldwell Pope. Nothing on the board. Chamberlain against Williams. Shoots from 8. The shot by Chamberlain, no good. Hornets trail by 3. DiVincenzo kicks the ball. Williams passes to Miller. DiVincenzo with it. He has 7. Shot clock at 6. Gets it to go from beyond the arc. Ball's got it all tied up now for the Hornets.
And Ball continues to show he can drain threes. The defense must adjust or he is going to keep doing damage.
Here's Kolek. He has 7. That one goes in. Kolek has got 9 points in the quarter. And the Hornets with possession here. Following this one, they get to host the Pelicans. That game will be a quick pit stop before hitting the road again. Williams kicks to Miller. To the middle. Here's DiVincenzo. And down it goes. Dunked through off a wonderful assist.
Hey, dunks aren't always for the big fella.
A serious power move from the point.
Well, in this league, you can see powerful plays from anyone and anywhere. Your position no longer dictates your scoring options.
And that is the exact type of opportunity this offense is looking to create.
Yeah, quality offense will serve you well in the long run. You can't settle for bad shots.
And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Well, he's been very reliable tonight. Not wasting any chances, really using his head.
Here's Kolek. 9 points in the game so far. Down low, taken away by Williams. And they're running. Ball with a wide open look. Nails the open triple off the fast break. Now it's a 6-point Hornets lead. And guys, what do you think about the hustle stance for the Hornets?
Well, so far they've done a great job of reading the offense and repeatedly putting themselves in the right place to interrupt the play and force turnovers.
And one other thing that stands out, all the block shots. I mean, staying up in their jerseys tonight.
Bridges, he's checked in for Charlotte. Josh Green comes in for Ball. Here's George. Good, nice job down low. George has got 16 points.
And it's really hard to knock George off his balance. He's just so long and strong. Nice take there.
Green passes to Williams. Chamberlain with the block. San Francisco passing it around. And it's Barnes slamming it down.
Fundamentals, guys, using the one-hand slam.
Well, he makes the basics look pretty exceptional. Bridges outside. On the wing, Williams. Got it for his 4th field goal of the game on just 5 shots.
And they've repeatedly probed inside in the first half, guys, and it's paid off.
Ball up top. Defended by DiVincenzo. Ellis kicks to Ball. San Francisco needs to get a shot off here. Here's Chamberlain. It's rebounded by Charlotte. Williams has got rebound number 11 for him here tonight.
And not a night he's going to want to remember, just not really able to score the basketball.
Now here's Green. He's coming off a 10-point game against the Hawks in Atlanta. Goes up the baseline. Outside Williams. Lets it go from deep. And it's Green missing. San Francisco trails by 4. Here's Ball. Yes, and a nice assist from Chamberlain. Ball's got his 2nd bucket tonight.
And Ball being aggressive there with his penetration, seizing on any open space to get to the basket.
Bridges outside. To the inside. Here's Williams. That shot off the mark. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. George against Green. George passes to Ellis. Back to George. Pulls it from 20. Rebound by Williams. Williams has got rebound number 12 now. Tenacity on the glass. Green finds Williams. Miller outside. Offensive rebound. Bridges outside. Here's Williams, and it's Williams.
Williams getting the better of Chamberlain right now, man.
And that's a double-double for
the injury is really playing.
10 points and 13 rebounds.
He's out-rebounding him. He's out-scoring him. Out-hustling him.
On the offensive glass.
And that's a nice reward for his effort. The flush. Perfect.
Well, that's what he does. He makes an impact with his activity on the board.
Now, here's George. A 26-point game for him in the win against the Heat in Miami.
Yeah, and I thought he was locked in defensively. I think he had like 3 steals on the night.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. This will give him a chance to discuss some potential alterations. San Francisco making a switch here. Let's check out the standings in the Western Conference and see how the playoff race is shaping up. You look at San Francisco, they are the favorite right now to lock up the #1 seed come playoff time, sitting in first place right now and not looking like they, are going to be slowing down at all.
And well, for the Warriors, their fans had high hopes for them this season, and they have not let them down. It's been a fantastic campaign thus far, and they really are set up perfectly for a deep run in the playoffs. Something that's kept this game close is the fact that the rebound stats for both teams are almost identical. And boy, he's really in a groove. Dominant performance last game. Same thing this time out.
Yeah, for sure. He is just oozing confidence. thinks every shot is going in. They should just keep running sets for him.
It's tipped. Fast break. Here we go. Here's Mobo. Pass to Kleba. And George now top of the key. Hield kicks to George. Back to Hield. Goes back up. That falls. Nice feed that time from George.
And now Mark Williams is hurt now.
And it just seems that every pass
Williams is hurt now.
To a score, just a great ball movement.
And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He wants to check in with his team and regroup. Chamberlain's checked in for San Francisco. And a switcher also for Charlotte. Williams has checked in. It's a neck-and-neck game in San Francisco. They come in fresh off a win against the Heat.
Yeah, they were able to maintain focus in a hostile environment, and that led to taking shots that made sense.
Well, and it's one thing to get the shots you want. It's another to make them. They've got good scorers on this team.
And it's still a rare sight to see rebound numbers like the ones he's had tonight.
Well, it's all due to his energy and effort, as well as how well he's been able to get ideal positioning on the glass.
And that's it for the first half of action.
Now he has an injury now, so it's going to be even now. So now it's going to be even. Chamberlain and him are going to be battling evenly now.
Been a very close game here. Warriors ahead as they end the second quarter on a 12. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
Welcome, everybody. Before we talk about the first half, a breakdown of the injuries around the league.
The Mavs are really hurting, and they don't have Anthony Davis. He's hurt. Defensively, you'll miss the length that he brings. He can really disrupt shots, and he draws a lot of attention every time he touches the basketball.
And circling back to the first half
Oh,
of
De'Aaron Fox is out.
Paul George had his
That means Wemby will probably be going off in that
all
game when they play.
You like how he's attacking on the interior, going after those high-quality looks. I mean, they tried to hassle him defensively, but to no avail.
Yeah, many of his points came in heavy traffic, something he better get used to. Thank you for being with us. Now let's send it to Kevin Harlan for the second half tip.
And as we get into this third quarter, as we've seen so far, neither team able to create much separation on the scoreboard yet. You look at Paul George in this game, guys, he's been everywhere.
His play so far is what fans love about him. He has gone right at the defense time and time again.
Yeah, he hasn't been settling. He's getting to the rim, and that's him at his best.
And now we'll send it over to David Aldridge with an update on Mark Williams. David.
Well, guys, I had a minute to catch up with the Hornets' head athletic trainer. And from what he can tell, he said it doesn't appear to be a terrible injury. And as you can see, he's already back on the court. How about that, Kevin?
David, thanks for checking in. On top of it is all.
It's interesting. Even with the advancements in strength and conditioning, injuries continue to impact the game.
Well, this is a high-impact sport, and the league continues to get bigger and faster.
Got Hield. George is out there with Harrison Barnes. Then there's Lonzo Ball. And it's Chamberlain in at the center. And for the Hornets, the guard spots filled in by Ball and Miller. Williams is out there with Bridges. And it's Green in at the three, the small forward.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. They're finding lanes to the hoop now with consistency. 5 buckets in a row from the paint.
And he's got his first chance at the line here. Stan, of all the different styles of offense in this NBA, what style is the toughest to defend, toughest to stop?
Kevin, I don't think there's really any difference in terms of styles or systems in terms of what's tough to stop. It's players, and it's how well a system maximizes their best players. That's what makes teams tough to stop.
Here's George. Sweet little floater. And that's now 24 points for George.
They are on fire to start this second half. 3 for 3 and looking totally insane.
Bridges. Chamberlain with the block.
And the quickness off the floor, the insane reach. Wilt, one of the greatest shot blockers you'll ever see.
George passes to Hield. Ball against ball. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Williams. The shot by Chamberlain, no good.
Yeah, but they're 3 of 4 to start the second half.
Bridges passes to Williams. And the slam by Williams.
Oh, why, dunk you very much.
He can really fly, and you combine that, Greg, with some nice penetration, too, and you've got 2 points. Ball, the pass to George. And there's the call on Mark Williams. That's his first foul.
Personal foul. Second team foul.
A little over 2.5 minutes off the clock in this final half of play.
And that's just too easy. The size, strength, length. No way to stop Chamberlain once he gets the ball in that close.
Here's Ball. Warriors with the rebound. This game is finished. They'll be off to Portland taking on the Trailblazers. That'll be the first half of a 2-game trip. George passes to Chamberlain. They double-team Chamberlain. Hield from outside. And they get it back. And George kicks to Hield. On the wing, George. Guarded by Green. Chamberlain, no luck. Hornets trail by 5. Right side, Ball. Shakes him. Bridges, no one around him. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges has got 12 points in the game. One thing this team likes about Miles Bridges, Greg, he plays a lot. He's always there.
And Kevin, on a couple occasions, Bridges has been near the top in minutes played. He's got that strong 6'7" frame, and it holds up well over the season.
Well, he competed for that rebound. You love to see him getting in there and scrapping for the ball.
Offensive rebound, and finished off by Williams.
There's no bigger play in a close game than a putback slam.
Oh, and that one's got them all hyped up. Wow.
Yes, some guys shrink in big moments, and some rise to the occasion.
And George kicks to Barnes. Just 5 on the clock. Hield attacking. And a chance now to take a look at some numbers for Miles Bridges.
And something has really clicked for him at the free throw line. In the past 5 games, his percentage at the line is much better than it had been prior. Sometimes that's how it works. A switch flips, and all of a sudden, you're locked in.
He hits the second from the line.
Well, not a perfect trip to the line, but he gets the one he needed to put them in the driver's seat.
And Ball puts up a deep 3. Sinks it. What range from outside. Wow.
Really in a good position thanks to the accuracy from beyond.
Here's Ball. Buries it down low. Ball's got the game tied up here for San Francisco.
He has the entire arsenal when it comes to handling the rock, cutting through the D like butter. I love Ball when he's aggressive to attack.
Hit by Bridges. Out to the right wing. Shot from 12. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Hield kicks to Barnes. Back to Hield. Inside. Here's Chamberlain. And the call on the shot sends him to the line. First trip to the free throw line for him in this one.
And, of course, we'd all like to see his percentage at the line improve, but he just does not have the touch right now. He's in the 60s.
First one falls for him. You coach Stan at various levels for 30 years. How has the transition been to the broadcasting business?
Well, Kevin, it's been great because of people like you and because I'm undefeated.
Right. But do you miss the aftermath when there's at least a score sheet? There's a scorecard that says win or loss.
I do miss that. There's no question. I miss the competition. I miss the camaraderie of building toward a result. But I've started to get some of that in broadcasting as I've gotten to know my partners better.
Well, it's great being your partner.
Likewise. Well, that one stings. In a game where every possession counts, he just gave one away.
Ball against Caldwell Pope. Ball no good. And it's Thompson with the ball. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. To the middle and stolen by DiVincenzo. The drive-by ball. And he's fouled pretty hard on that shot, but he's got the chance to pick up the points at the line. That one on Caldwell Pope.
Defense tries to shut ball down, but he takes the contact and gets the shot in the air.
That one falls, so he hits both of them. San Francisco trails by 4. And here is Ball. 6 points for him. Pass to Chamberlain. Over Williams. Chamberlain with the basket. Chamberlain got 5 points in the quarter.
But here's the problem. No one's got the strength to move Wilt off his spot, and no one has the height to challenge the shot at its point of release.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. He's covered by Ball. Clock at 6. And they pick up 2. Ball's got 9 points here in the second half.
And we've come to expect big things from LaMelo offensively. He loves to attack you on that end.
Thompson up top. Bridges with the steal. Outside, Ball. Thompson against DiVincenzo. Jumps up. Throws down the breakaway jam.
Using the speed that time, Caldwell Pope got out ahead of the defense to finish off the break.
Charlotte in the lead. Now Ball. Can't connect from short range. Caldwell Pope passed the ball. Back to Caldwell Pope. Pass to Chamberlain. Outside, Ball. Here's Caldwell Pope. Can't tie it up as that one's no good.
I'm sure he'd like to have that back. That's a missed opportunity.
Bridges misses. San Francisco has gone 0-2 from deep to start things here in the second half. That puts them in the lead. Laravia's got himself going there. His first points of the game on the deep ball. Miller outside. Here's DiVincenzo. That's good, and it's Miller with the assist. Miller's got his 7th assist here tonight. Third quarter, guys, and this has been a neck-and-neck game.
Both teams getting it done defensively, as evidenced by the 8 lead changes thus far.
Laravia passes to Caldwell Pope. 6 to shoot. And good that time. Caldwell Pope's got 4 points in the quarter.
Well, there's the determination from KCP. He'll go right at you.
DiVincenzo against Ball. Miller outside. Williams has a screen for Miller. And good work on the boards. They pick up the second chance points. Williams has got 16 points.
Plays like that make a coach's life easy Love the work rate he shows on the glass to get the score.
Caldwell Pope right side from 20 feet out. And he can't bank that one in. Charlotte has gone 3 of 5 with the long ball since entering the second half. Here's Williams. And it's San Francisco with the rebound. Chamberlain got rebound number 17, if you can believe that. Chamberlain a screen. Here's Thompson. It's good from the top of the key. 5 points in the game.
And uses his handle and great feel for the game to execute the pick and roll there. What can't Thompson do?
Back to ball. Pass to DiVincenzo. Here's the three. Chamberlain with the block. And Thompson kicks the ball. Here's Chamberlain. And he gets the bucket. And now a 3-point San Francisco lead. And a breakdown here, guys. The hustle stats for the Warriors.
Well, they're shot blocking. The defensive effort level has been great. You got to love that intensity.
And we also got to highlight how lackluster the opposition has been in terms of boxing out. This team is flat out bullying them on the offensive glass.
And that kind of stifling effort on defense needs another look.
And boy, did he get up quick to reject that shot. That's as fundamental as defense gets.
So both teams making some changes here.
Chamberlain gutting it out.
.58 seconds left in the third quarter.
He's just rising up with purpose. Allow Bridges to get this kind of positioning. He is going to hammer it home.
Pass to Thompson. And that one off the back of the rim and in. That's 7 points for Klay Thompson. DiVincenzo, the bounce pass. On the wing, Williams. Taking a look at the scoring numbers. Right now, he averages about 9 points a game. Back to DiVincenzo. Over ball. DiVincenzo can't hit it. Warriors leading by 3. Crosses over. Pass to Mobo. On the wing, Thompson. Outside for Caldwell Pope. Back to Thompson. Three-pointer. We're at the end of the third, and we've still got a close one. Warriors ahead, up 3. And we're coming right back after this break to get the fourth quarter underway. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And how about the big fella is showing us he's got some point guard skill here with the tremendous setup.
Yeah, well, this is the diversification of positions in this league. Everyone does everything now.
Well, what a terrific game it's been so far with this fourth quarter. Sure to bring more pressure-packed basketball. They've got Klay Thompson. Actually, Kleba is out there with Ellis. And it's Mobo in at power forward. Thompson from long range. A three-pointer is right on target.
And this is Thompson's calling card, an exceptional shooter from downtown.
Now, here's DiVincenzo. Not a lot of room. Basket number 8 is all good. He's attempted 12 shots. Warriors leading by 4. Here's Kolek. About a minute played here in the fourth quarter. 5 on the clock. The 17-footer. The shot missing. Hornets trail by 4. Pass to Okogie. Charlotte moving the ball around.
Big hops from the backcourt.
Oh, absolutely. And maybe just what they need to get this game, GA, going in their direction.
Yeah, what a huge dunk. Making a statement right there.
Here's Koek, defended by DiVincenzo. DiVincenzo with the rebound. Charlotte shooting pretty well at 46% from the floor. And trying for the go-ahead basket. It doesn't go in. Pass to Mobo. Over Williams. Rebound by Williams. The Hornets have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. And here is DiVincenzo. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Ball's got 3 assists now in this one.
And Ball is a proven distributor. He's got a real talent for spotting the cracks in the D.
Back to Ellis. And no good. The try spell continuing for him. Now here's Ball. Tight defense on him. Comes up empty down low. Driving in. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down. Time running low, guys, and somebody has got to win this one.
Yeah, well, who knows? We might need overtime in this one. It's been that kind of a game.
On the wing, DiVincenzo. They set the pick. And again, Charlotte with the triple.
Well, he's already hit more threes since halftime than he did in the whole first half. He might have figured something out.
And it's Ellis, top of the key. Pass to Koek. Timeout, Warriors. Nice game. Great performance by Dante DiVincenzo.
Well, shutting down his three-point production has to be top of mind for this coaching staff. A new defensive approach is a must.
Miller's checked in for the Hornets. Let's check in with our reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin. Hey, during that last break, I heard the Warriors coach as he addressed the team. Now, coach was still pretty positive. He told his guys a handful of shots completely changes this game. Just a few good minutes, and we're right there. Back to you guys.
Thanks so much, David. Okogie, the pass to Williams. Over to the left wing. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
And with all that LaMelo does on the floor, Ball is one of the most difficult guys to guard in the league.
He doesn't get the second one. Warriors have gone 3 of 7 from the floor in the fourth. That's a 42% mark in the quarter. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2. That one on George. And guys, let's get your take on the scoring breakdown so far for Charlotte.
Well, they've been absolutely on fire from deep. And until the defense offers more resistance, the coaches are going to keep encouraging them to let it fly.
And also, guys, how about the hustle we've seen on the boards? They're getting after it and cashing in on second chance scoring opportunities.
Ball, no good. San Francisco has gone 1 of 2 from three-point range here in the fourth. And the basket is good. Got it to go through on the contact, so a free throw coming up. A great opportunity for a three-point play.
And you know, George is a tough cover. The length, the range, smooth athlete, very difficult to match up with.
On the wing, Miller. He's guarded by Ellis. Miller surveying the floor. 6 on the shot clock. And Ball puts up a deep 3. Great look, but off the mark.
Might be time for a little different approach. His shot hasn't been falling here in the second half.
This is why you can't give George room to drive. Even when you're physical, he can get it done.
Here's Miller. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line. That free throw good from Miller.
For Charlotte, Brandon Miller at the line for 2.
So he picks up just 1 from the line that time.
Yeah, being down 2 points instead of 1 thanks to the free throw miss makes getting a stop here absolutely critical.
Alvarado with it. Back to Ellis. Pass to Chamberlain. Diabate grabs the board. The Hornets have gone 4 of 8 in this fourth quarter, shooting an even 50% from the field. Here's Ball. That shot, no good. Excellent D there from George. Now Alvarado. Now Chamberlain. A moment now to see how the schedule is looking coming up for the Charlotte Hornets. On Tuesday, they'll go up against C.J. McCollum and the New Orleans Pelicans. And then on Thursday, they'll take on Kevin Love and the Miami Heat.
And that game against Memphis, there aren't many other meetings that are as evenly matched as this one. Both teams can give and take punches, and this one, I think, is going to come down to the wire.
And that one misses.
And missing opportunities here to extend that lead at the free throw line this half.
Both teams will make substitutions. And he sinks the second.
And just a better job of getting to the line here in the second half. Didn't get there once in the first.
Ball against George. Ball kicks to DiVincenzo. Back to Ball. Releases. The rebound by Paul George. George has got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Pass to Chamberlain. Fader on the way. And the basket good. A bank shot that time. Chamberlain got 12 points in just the second half. DiVincenzo against Ball. Williams a screen on heel. In the corner, it's Bridges. He trains it as the shot clock ticks down.
And that was the right call. When you need a basket, go to the guys you trust the most.
Yeah, he got a good look, and he calmly delivered for them. That's what you like to see.
Chamberlain down low. He's guarded by Williams. He gets it in there. And the Warriors lead by 5.
Wow, has he flipped the switch at halftime. Much more effective here in the second half.
Back to Williams. Some solid defense from Chamberlain. And here's Hield. He'll bring it up for San Francisco. They've led by as much as 10. Miller against Ball. Here's Chamberlain. The dunk and the foul. A powerhouse move, and he's got a chance for one more at the line. That's on Miles Bridges.
And one of the most prolific scorers you'll find. Wilt keeps finding ways to raise the bar, as evidenced by his output here tonight.
And the Hornets making a change here. Green's checked in. Chamberlain no good on the free throw. Hornets trail by 7. And the ball out of play. The Warriors will inbound. For San Francisco, they've got a pretty good rhythm going offensively, shooting 8 of 15 for the quarter. Ball, the pass to George. Chamberlain against Williams. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws. That's on Mark Williams.
4th team foul. At the line for San Francisco, Wilt Chamberlain, taking 2 shots.
free throw good from Chamberlain. Both shots good from the stripe. Hornets trail by 9. Now here's Ball. Pass to Bridges. That falls. Nice feed that time from Ball. Bridges has got 9 points here in the second half. And here's George. Outside, Ball. Shot clock at 6. Here's Mobo. Defended by Bridges. And it's going to be a 24-second shot clock violation. They turn it over. Caldwell Pope, he's checked in for Buddy Hield.
Number 3, Caldwell Pope.
George against Ball. Williams scanning the floor. Outside, Ball. Clock at 6. Pass to Williams. He can't get that one to fall. Some solid defense from Chamberlain.
And they continue to control the glass.
Miller against Caldwell Pope. Outside, George. And he drops in the layup off the glass. George has got 31 points.
He's been in total control offensively, and the defense has had no answers.
Hornets trail by 9. And timeout is called by Charles Lee. He's clearly intent on wanting to lock in and make sure everyone's on the same page. On defense, the Warriors. Miller finds Ball. No good with the triple.
Well, I've been here before. You're looking to get back in the game, but desperation threes are not the way to do it.
It's deflected. Here's Green with the drive.
Excellent on both ends of that play.
Yeah, the steal was sharp, but the slam topped it off.
And that is why you want to run off turnovers. Get down the floor before the defense is set.
And Caldwell Pope gets the basket.
Caldwell Pope is a well-practiced shooter. Once the ball is in his hands, he's into his motion.
Here's Ball. And the layup falls. He's got 24.
Oh, he had him spinning. He looks like he's dizzy after that crossover.
Chamberlain with a screen on Green. George dishes to Chamberlain. And George kicks to Ball. San Francisco passing it around. Just 4 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. A strong finish under heavy pressure all over. Chamberlain got the lead up to 10 now for the Warriors. Ball against George. Right side, Ball. Williams again with the block.
A defensive stalwart so far. That's 6 blocks.
Greg protecting the rim. Love the hustle. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line.
4th personal foul. 5th team foul. At the line for your Warriors, Wilt Chamberlain. 2 shots.
And no good as the first free throw missing for him. We'll see if he can nail the second. And he's good on the second. And 1:01 left in the 4th quarter. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2. That one on George.
Shooting for Charlotte. The man taking 2 shots.
He hits the first one, and that brings them to within 10. Ball hits them both. There's 53 seconds left to play here in the fourth. Here's Ball. Caldwell Pope on the wing. Just 5 to shoot. Here's Chamberlain. And the shot goes in. And the Warriors lead by 11.
Inspired tonight. They fought hard and at crucial points just made the plays.
Yeah, they saved their best basketball for this home stretch, and they certainly earned this one.
Green, the screen. Miller outside. A rebound by Wilt Chamberlain. And George, here we go. Green with the rebound. And so it's San Francisco winning this one. A confident win and one where they clearly showed the greater effort.
Yeah, I mean, it was a solid performance, particularly here at home. I think they built off that edge of being here and played with just a little more confidence than their opponent.
It's time now to go courtside as we send you over to David Aldridge from the sideline. David, take it away.
Hey, thanks, Kevin. PG, you guys look confident out there, and especially yourself. How were you so effective offensively?
I just kept moving. You know, within our offense, you know, the key is to move. You know, my teammates do a great job of setting screens and getting me open. You know, I just got to, you know, stay within offense.
Well, it was great flow tonight, and it led to a good win, man. Congratulations. Kevin, all yours.
All right, David, thanks so much. And that about wraps it up. So, for Greg Anthony, Stan Van Gundy, and our reporter David Aldridge, this is Kevin Harlan saying thank you for watching. Hope you've enjoyed this presentation of the NBA on 2K Sports as we present our player of the game.
Boy, another good team performance here by Team Chamberlain. Paul George stepping up with 31 big points. Chamberlain coming in the fourth quarter took the game over. But I thought the injury on Mark Williams was pretty key with the 7 blocks by Chamberlain. Chamberlain didn't have any blocks last game. He made it for it tonight, boy. 30, I'll tell you one thing, 30 fast break points. Got out and ran tonight. Man, that's a lot of fast break points, man. That is, for this team, that's a lot. Looking like Team Showtime with Magic Johnson, those type of numbers. But that's how you get it done, man. You got to find different ways to win a basketball game. Let's take a look here at the box score. Paul George stepped up today with 31 big points because Chamberlain, as we know, is still nursing that injury. Although he is getting, because of the usage is going down, his fatigue is going up. So actually, it's a good thing as we go forward to the playoffs here. He's getting rested because he doesn't have his usage rate is going down. Although he's still playing hurt. But Paul George stepped up tonight, 31 points. Chamberlain gutted it out. Let's take a look at his splits. First quarter, he had 4 points. Didn't even score a point in the second. Then he had 7 points in the third, and then came in with 16 big points to really seal the victory tonight. In the fourth quarter, he really took the game over. Just gutted his way through it. But Mark Williams still had a good game, too. I told you guys, Mark Williams, one of the baddest rebounders in the league today. He had 18 rebounds tonight. He played hurt. He got hurt during this game. He doesn't have near the wear and tear that Chamberlain has, though, but he had a really good game. DiVincenzo went off. He had 5 for 9 from downtown. He went off tonight. Ball didn't play too. Again, we're seeing these modern era too. I don't understand this mentality by modern era point guards, thinking that it's this whole notion that you have to score buckets to make sure to highlight your value to your team. Like, your value to your team as a point guard will always be your ability to get everybody involved in it. And although everybody got their own shots, if you go back and watch the film, Vincenzo was pretty much getting his own shot. They really wasn't playing off of Lonzo Ball, creating shots for him. It's pretty much Lonzo was going to business for himself, getting his own shot. Let's take a look at some of this. So look at this, Vincenzo, another one-on-one move, beating a mismatch. That's one of the few plays. Wide open 3. shot movement without the ball. That might have been one where he was on the other side. That he got his own shot off of that one. Moving. Pretty much, that's a fast break. It's pretty much just Vincenzo getting his own shot. I mean, that's what you don't. It should be Ball setting him up to get those shots. Instead, you see, he only has 4 assists. It's just kind of sad. Let's take a look at Lonzo. He had some good highlights here, but a lot of bad shots, man. Too many quick ones. Too many step back threes. That's why these teams struggle to shoot 50%. If you notice, these teams that I make, we shoot 50% because the shots are like field goal percentage. Just isn't about how good you are as a shooter. It's also the quality of shots you take. Like, look at that. I mean, that's a tough shot. He makes it, but Jesus Christ, you fading to your left, pulling up with a hand in your face, taking a three, made it, but damn, you can't get a better shot than that. That's how you can't live off of that, man. That's like eating junk food. You know, you can't live off of eating Fritos and Doritos every day. I mean, it'll keep you alive, but man, all you're gonna do is become a fat crap of a person. Love handles and inner thigh fat. You know what I'm saying? Can't live off of that junk food forever. Shoot. Let's take a look here at some of Paul George's highlights. This was old school Paul George right here. This is like Paul George back at Indiana. Some of the moves he was making tonight. Look at that move right there. I mean, he changed hands, they off the glass with the left. Look at that one. Oh my God, that's gorgeous. Like a Kobe Bryant type move. Man, he went to the back. He went old school tonight. And he had to, because remember, this team was built to be around Chamberlain. And much like Kobe Bryant did for Shaq, when Shaq would show up and he didn't have it, number 8 would always be there. He'd always depend on number 8 just to carry the load. When Shaq would be injured or tired or foul out, that's where he'd come in. That's what you need for Chamberlain. Someone to come in there like, you know, like a Hal Greer. Like Chamberlain had that in his career. Hal Greer, and then later on Jerry West. That 2-guard guy that can come in there and take the load off of you. And we saw it tonight. Paul George went nuts tonight. And look at that, no threes, guys. He got 31 points and no threes. That's a true technical performance. When you get 31 points and you don't hit out one, you don't even take a three. He just completely ate these guys up tactically, man. Just tactically ate them up in the mid-range game. Let's take a look at Chamberlain here now. Scored most. He's had that 16-point fourth quarter, man. That was really gutsy. Because he's playing hurt. He can't really explode, and he doesn't really have his offensive moves. So you guys basically just rely on, you know, power moves. Defense was phenomenal, though, on Mark Williams. Although Mark Williams did get hurt, I think that hurt some of his offense, too. I know it did, because he was coming on strong at the first part of the game. Then he got hurt, and then it became more of an equal. I mean, it became more equal, but Chamberlain still, again, look at what Chamberlain's dealing with. He is so banged up, whereas Mark Williams doesn't have a tenth of the wear and tear that Chamberlain has, even though he sustained an injury. Chamberlain's injured, and he's banged up. See, it's two of those. All that's working against him. He's having to overcome all of this, and still getting 26 rebounds, 27 points. He struggled to get. Look at that. He's 11 for 21, but it wasn't his normal Chamberlain. How many dunks did he have? I think he had he had 3 dunks, and they weren't really of the normal throw it in the Chamberlain. They were wide open dunks. They weren't contacting like we're used to seeing from Chamberlain, where he just goes up over guys. But they got it done, though. Let's see who's up next in this murderer's row. Remember, they're playing 4 games in 4 nights. This is the first of it. Now they got to go right on the road with no rest and take on the Portland Trailblazers with DeAndre Ayton. So it just doesn't. It don't end for Chamberlain, man. It's just more how you got DeAndre Ayton. And then after that, I don't know who I think they're playing against the Hawks. Okay, they're playing the Hawks. They're playing the Hawks in the NBA Cup game after this. And then you turn right back around. You got to play Wemby. And then you get 2 nights off. Then you got to play Gobert. And then you play the Chicago Bulls with Vucevic, excuse me. And then you got Miles Turner. And then you got Embiid. And then you got, like I said, you got Edie, Jaren Jackson. And then you got Holmgren here, and then you finish the season off with Jokic, who is back to health now. He's at 99 status now because he was a little injured, banged up. He's back to 100%. Man, it's just Wemby's over here 95. They're just waiting, looking their chops to get Chamberlain. But through it all, look, 67-5, 45 games in a row, shattering the record by the 72 Lakers of 33 games in a row, set by Wilt Chamberlain and Jerry West and Gail Goodrich back in 1972. So, man, by hook or by crook, they get it done, man. It's, again, I keep making the point. This is not a perfect. Let's go look at it. This is not a perfect team. This team is just built around Wilt Chamberlain. It's Chamberlain, Paul George, the second best player on the team at the draft, 85 overall at the time of the draft. And after that, everybody else has to be an 80 or under. And if they get better through the season, that happens. But as you can see, that's it. This team just plays good team ball, man. They just work. It's all about who do you have and does it work together to put it around the centerpiece, that being Chamberlain. And it's working. Out of all the teams that I've built, this has been the most dominant. This team is more dominant than Team Jordan was. And I think it's because I said it before, like the center position. I mean, everybody wants to say who the greatest player of all time is. To me, it's about where can you have the most influence. Like for instance, in football, you know how you have different positions. Like people say, some say the greatest of all time is Jerry Rice. Some say the greatest of all time is Jim Brown. Some say maybe Barry Sanders. Some might even say it might have been Lawrence Taylor. But the cold reality is the quarterback position has so much pendulum pull on the outcome of a football game that if you have the greatest player of all time in a different position, okay, that's fine. But we have someone like Dan Marino, who might not be the greatest player of all time. He has so much more influence because he is deciding he's right there on the point of the ball. The same thing with the NBA. You can talk about Jordan all you want to, but the cold reality is if I can control the paint, yeah, you got the better player, but we got a player who's great at the most sensitive area on the floor. See what I'm saying? So it's a mixed bag, right? And I don't consider Chamberlain to be the greatest player of all time, but the cold reality of it is that he can change the fortune of your team defensively and offensively around the basket, which can totally, give you an advantage against anybody. So it's an interesting conversation to have. But I digress with that. As we go ahead and go forward with this Chamberlain season from 1962 in the modern era, taking on the Portland Trailblazers coming up next. And I'll have that one coming for you guys here shortly. Thanks for watching. I hope you enjoyed it. Please give this video a like. Subscribe to the channel if you're into that sort of stuff. If you just like good old-fashioned 5-on-5 sim basketball with no BS, no my player, somebody talking about how their stats are getting better. Just good old-fashioned basketball logic. If you like that, thanks. Welcome to my channel. That's what we're all about over here. And with that, I will say goodbye to you guys, and I'll see you in the next video. Thanks for watching.